did program design, a little bit of program design, a little bit of program design. And now I'm going to talk about periodization. What's periodization? Periodization is the organization of your training over time to accommodate for an athlete's recovery while trying to elicit specific physiological adaptations. So you can help the runner run faster. You can help the football player hit harder and throw farther, etc. Here's how an athletic season is periodized. You got a preparatory period, a first transition into competition, and a second transition afterwards, which we will also superimpose the seasons over, which would be the off season, which goes through the first transition, and you go into the preseason, and then in season and postseason. And I will tell you what the difference is. In the off season is when you want hypertrophy and muscular endurance, strength endurance, right? So muscular endurance. Let's try to make sure I give you the right things. And also basic strength. So that goes off season. That overlaps like that, and then we go basic strength. And then we go strength and power. Strength and power. And we're peaking here. And this is going to go right here. It ends at the, let's try to make, yeah, so that's going to end right there. Strength, power. And then in season, you're going to peak and or maintain. And then after the season, you're going to relax and recover. Relax, recover. So we don't get burned out or injured. What is hypertrophy and muscular endurance going to look like? That's going to be our 50 to 75%, 3 to 6 sets of 8 to 20 reps. That is a lot of volume. So this is our high volume phase here, very high volume. And then we get into our basic strength. Now we ratchet up the intensity. We go into 80 to 95%, 2 to 6 sets, 2 to 6 reps, 2 to 6 sets by 2 to 6 reps. What does that sound like? Hey, the old 5x5. All right, that's where the 5x5 would fit in, is right in this preseason. What do we have next? Strength and power, that's going to be 85 to 95, 87 to 95. What's the difference between 85 and 87? I don't know. 87 to 95%. And what are we looking at for? Or, this is what I was talking about in the program design, 30 to 85% because of strength and power. Depending on the technique, meaning the exercise you're using, you might use 30% for multiple reps, like the multi-effort. Or also because certain loaded movements, like some kinds of jumps or certain Olympic lifting variations, you will get more transfer to sport by using 30% 1RM than you will using 85% 1RM. But this is all part of the art and science behind. So also 2 to 5 by 2 to 5. So here 5 by 5 could also fit right in here. And then for peaking or maintenance, let's go like that. Peaking or maintenance, we got 50% to 93%. 50% would be for some nice relaxation. So you still practice, right? You practice the technique, 1 to 3 sets of 1 to 3 reps. What fits well in here would be like a Bulgarian style, like a daily max. You're not killing it. It gets heavy. You're in like a circa max region, like a 90 to 97%. So there's your top end, your 93. And if you're doing percentage based, sometimes an athlete doesn't exactly follow right to the percent. So 93 could be 97, could be 91. Doesn't really matter, right? As long as we're where it means circummaximal. You're not killing yourself, but so you got a daily max. So you do a single daily max and then a 2x2 at 90%, 2 sets of 2 reps at 90%. That's like a Bulgarian back off set right there. Sets 2x2. You do daily max, 2x2, 90%. Okay, or like a 3x1, 93%. And what's our rests? 2 to 5 minutes. You do something like this, 2x2 or 3x1, you're definitely going to want to rest because it should be heavy. Should be heavy, especially if you pre-fatigued it with a daily max. But you're probably not using daily maxes if you're in season because that'd be too heavy. The whole point of in-season training, you peak at the beginning or you peak for specific competitions. But if you're playing every week, then you're just trying to maintain. If you have 2 competitions in 6 months, then you can peak and repeat if your season is that short or that long rather. But if you're you're a baseball player and you're playing 170 baseball games, you're not going to peak 170 times. You get as in shape as you can, and then you try to maintain, and then at the end of the season, you're going to relax and recover by doing other activities. Go row a boat, go fish, go for a jog, something like that. Okay, so there you go. A brief look at an NSCA template for periodization.